strum of the string. Hearts fill with doting delight when I sing. But onto my throat something sinister clings, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Face of forever, the last of my kind. Speak through the masks that I've hidden behind. History's hewn in the crypts of my mind, and I'm finding the source of it all. Hammers and fire combine out of the bonds, rising into the divine. Hold back the beyond. Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again. Orders of godhood to wolves in the night. Wicked the sins that I've come to put right. A name on the bolt and a face in my sights, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Slave to the scar and the torturous tone. Shackled to violence, I've hunted my own. Vengeance will grant me the means to atone, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Noble of nature and scarlet of scale, destined to ever be held up and hailed. Fallen from grace with a tear in the veil, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Hammers and fire combine, purging the curse, rising into the divine. History moves in reverse.
Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again.
It's been a busy, busy day, and I've been a busy, busy bee. But I'm here now, and we are going to continue raiding, grave robbing. That's what we're doing. We're grave robbing. Very old grave. Yeah. Hello there too, Smurfy Bard, Commissar Ludfang, LRPD, or is it IRPD? I always forget. I think I've asked that already. Modulo Zero, Boring Depressed Introvert, Handstands on a Curve, The Valentine, and let's see, Indigo Moon 666. Shaxocat, thank you so much for the subscription.
Hello.
Hello to you too. That's mightily appreciated. How is everybody today? How have you been getting on? I wish to know. Hello 8DX man. I haven't aha. LRPD. Okay, perfect. I'm glad. I'll try my very, very best to remember that. No promises, but I will try. Took my ADHD medicine at 7 p.m. and started playing Terra Invicta. Do not do that. Okay, I won't. That is a neat looking game. I just wish I had time for more games, but they keep bringing out new games, and I'm like, oh, give me a break, please. Yeah. Have a cold, but otherwise in good spirits, says the Valentine. Marvelous. That's good. Doing some item farming in Titan Quest. Huh. Never played that. That is some tasty tea. So, shall we dive straight into the game now that we're all here? I've called you here for a reason, and it is for game. Oh, Kiki's cuddling her little gingerbread man. She loves that little toy. All right. And thanks to everybody who's doing retweets on my going live tweet. It is really tough to get eyeballs on those tweets on Twitter. Did I miss Doggo Time? Nobody has redeemed Doggo Time yet, so no. Right. Where am I? See, nobody zeros redeemed Doggo Time. Dog is going to burn through all y'all channel points. Yep, good. Kiki, what's this? Here you go. Come on. Come on. Oh, she's excited today. Bark. Bark. Good girl, there you go. Now, she had lovely walks today, so she's happy and in good spirits. Kiki just blessed to the stream. Hell yes. Excellent. Good girl. Yeah. Can I redeem anti-Doggo Time? What would that entail? Taking treats away from her? That's not going to happen. Not on this stream. It's raining here tonight. Hey, Popper. Hello. That's all you get for now. Oh. Who's the best little sausage? You are. Does she have her gingerbread man? She does indeed. In fact, I'm gonna get it now. Take it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Go get him. Yeah, there we go. All right, let us continue. Where were we last night? Oh. Commissar Lutfang, thank you for the subscription. Really appreciated. Going to play this so I'm not watching, says E.G. Mars. That's okay. That's very understandable. It's a very plot heavy game, so if you don't want spoilers, I won't move anything right now. Yeah, this is very good. I'd recommend it. I hope you enjoy the hell out of it. So what's on my to-do list? The second day. Investigate local folklore. Find out more about the mysterious journal. Convince Mr. Bryden to allow the excavation. Still say you need to take that deer head. I don't think we can yet. Let's try.
The poor thing.
That's all the options I have.
A majestic animal, cut down in his prime.
Yeah, I don't think we're
The
getting
knife
it out.
is stuck deep in the table. Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs' barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth.
Oh, dead worm. Poop. Ooh, 'tis market day. Who's you?
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, hello.
Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed.
Let's ask him stuff.
Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind.
Oh, are you going to give the demo for Backbone's prequel a try? Yeah, probably at some point.
What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
Let's ask him about Lord Pantswick.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh yes, a rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land, something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture. Let us move on.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Oh, KillySG10 says, have you checked out the next fest yet, Casey? Any demos you recommend trying out? Now, I've normally when there's an X Fest on, I'll stream some demos, and I didn't do that this time because I wanted to play this game, and then if I have time, some demos. But I've only downloaded a handful. I downloaded the demo for Homicidal All Stars, which is like the 80s Running Man movie, like game show thing where people murder each other, and but it's XCOM, so it's like XCOM Running Man. What happened? I don't know. We went to sleep and he died. He died, so we have no worm. That's towards the train station, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want to go that way. Oh, hello.
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
XCOM Running Man is not a mashup I expected, and I'm now intrigued. Yeah, it's very cool, and there is there's a running commentary on all of all the actions you take, so it's rather neat. Feels like a ring announcer. So good news on the film preservation side of things. A lost Harold Lloyd short has been found. Oh, wow. Wow, that's excellent to hear. Pettyman says, some of these demos are really fun so far. I'm currently checking out a Pokemon-like game called Cassette Beasts. And it has music, nice music with vocals. Let's ask him about the stuff.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
Hi, Kiki.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree.
Hang on.
Did the sketches mean anything to you?
Shit, sorry.
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
I am so sorry for that noise. I accidentally booped the microphone. There we go.
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye, I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur. Shouldn't you be manning the station?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
All right. Can we get another worm? Let's have a look up this way and see if it's not up this way, is it?
Hello, dear.
Good day.
Who are you?
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
Let's talk to him.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley.
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
Oh, should we tell the truth or lie? Set him on fire. I don't think setting him on fire is an option. No setting people on fire. I'd go with the truth, says Omegon the Sane, as he might let slip if he thinks we're into him. Okay.
Well, I like to rise early and watch the sunrise.
With your husband, I'm sure.
No, I'm currently unentangled.
Such a view should be shared with at least a lover.
Do you deem yourself fit for this position?
Indubitably. But do go on. How do you like your tea?
Hot, with just a splash of milk.
And no sugar, of course.
No sugar.
It rots the teeth. Your smile is as dazzling as the Himalayan snow.
Oh, James.
And finally, what makes you happy?
Spending time with my father.
I should like to meet him.
Perhaps you will. And you, James? I propose the same queries to you.
All in good time. My truths will surround you in good time.
Nope, don't like him.
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Oh dear. What? Ooh. What a creepy chap. What should we... Will we roll with it? One, you have important holes to dig. We could dig his hole. What should we pick, chat? Push back, get his work.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Okay then, that is, it's exceptionally creepy.
Do you recognise this journal?
A place to keep one's thoughts and reflect?
Is it yours?
No, my dear.
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
No, I wanted a worm and I got this guy. Hello, Dunes8. How you doing? Let's go gather a worm. You wanted a worm and you found a worm. Nope, we found less than a worm.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll. I shall name you Kenneth II.
Yay, more worms.
It's Kenneth II. I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
Oh, Killy SG10 has redeemed the Raven. Well, that's an excellent time for it. So, it's a pity when I tab out that the ambience doesn't stay there, because that would be nice ambience for a reading. Curses. Actually, hang on. Can I do it this way? Right, let's... Oh, no, I still need to... Curses. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh no, that would have worked fantastically, but alas. Anyway, I've a better idea. There we go. It's raining. It's moody. Are we ready? Are we buckled in? I shall make myself a little bigger for this so that we can all appreciate whatever. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. But for Achilles G10, here is The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping, tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering long, I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what there it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter when, with many a flirt and a flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mine of lord or lady perched above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore? Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore, for we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door with such a name as nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on that placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, nothing, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before, on the morrow ye will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by a reply so aptly spoken, "Doubtless," said I, "what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore of nevermore." But the raven, still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated over, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloating over, she shall press, ah, nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee, respite, respite and nepenthe from my memories of Lenore. Quaff, O quaff this kind nepenthe and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate, yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me, truly I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aiden it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore, a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked up starting, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore, leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken, leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door, take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted never more. I hope that's okay. Boop. And I'll make myself small again. Small and out of the way. How is that? Now. Every time all I can think of is a Simpsons version. Well, that's okay. It's a good version. It's what people. Excuse me. It's what people are often introduced to the poem by. So of course. Now, let's talk to Wally now.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the doll back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
Well, he's not very happy.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! I don't want to talk to you!
Hello, Wally.
Go away! I don't want to talk to you!
Nah, not letting us. Let's go this way. That's the... We'll come back there again. Oh, he's gone. Away with the fairies, maybe. Anyway, we got a worm.
Imagine if Lara Croft's signature series was called Grave Robber.
I mean, it would be accurate, wouldn't it? Ooh, what's happening?
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
I don't want to.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Sebra next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Autocorrect does not like Jabberwocky. Of course not. Oh, Squirtle. I wonder if the badger's still
I
there.
shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
No, we're not going at the badges.
I shan't be visiting...
What a shame. Aha! We can go this way now. I love the introductory character portraits. They seem very almost rotoscoped. And it reminds me slightly of Faith. Don't know if anybody gets that vibe from them.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
Take a look at this. Ooh. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it. What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
Goblin.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you'd best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Miss Walker.
Hello, Wilsey. How are you doing?
Miss Bateman,
Oh,
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
congratulations, Wilsey.
Thomasina! Thomasina, come here this instant.
Excuse me.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Sorry for the yawns.
Go pick up your dolls, then come...
Yes, Mummy.
Oh yeah. Best pick the dolls up.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now.
Where did Mummy go?
Hey, Bunny Boy Bradman. Ooh, the cozy game. Yep. Oh.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
So her last words to her dad, pretty much, I hate you. It would appear so. Hello. You do.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes. Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Oh. 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 Was this the spot where the priest went wonky? I do believe you're correct, ATX man. I think that is more or less the spot where the priest went wonky. Tell him.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening? Fine then, we'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
That's ominous. Oh. You're out of your house now.
Good day.
Let's have a little chat.
Hey up.
Hey up.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some rat stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Well, I want to know more about the goblin.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Oh, excuse me.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Got a knife. Excellent. You still setting up your... No.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Poop. Gotta be honest, old point-and-click games made me expect to steal all this shit while he's gone moment here. Oh yeah, I've been trying to steal everything that isn't nailed down. Game is not letting me half the time.
I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Oh!
I don't wish to wake him up.
It's the cat.
It's Herbert, the local stray. I should be careful. The blade is sharp.
I could stab a thing with that. Oh. Oh, that's
Nobody home.
curious little quirk. Ah, there we go.
Nobody home.
Just catching up, says Phoebe. CM, is that a worm in your inventory? Correct.
It's Kenneth II.
Not just any worm.
No, that won't work. The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Which way was... Oh, I think I know which way. Still gotta find this Mr. Shoulder. No, wrong way. Or this way. Andrew Pig says, considering there's a third worm in that hole, I've got a feeling Kenneth
Hello?
II... Oh. Who is that? Kenneth II's days are numbered.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Oh, hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. Here you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Yes.
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Heavens! I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvellous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
Can we talk to him? Ooh, the glove.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the Plough and Furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years. Now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. You'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crops started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Hello there, Dragon Nexus. How are you doing? Oh, sorry, I'm a little yawnsome.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
And hello there, Morgan Mills and Mad Max D. Seen that new Phantom Fury trailer? No, I don't think I have. But I'm very, very eager to hear about the goblin. Is this a regular day in a northern village? Yep, it's grim up north, I hear. Climbing down from the emotions of finishing a JRPG I was really invested in. Glad you're streaming. I need something chill to help me process. I hope it helps out. Anyway, goblin.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
Should we definitely tell him about the dream? Because the dream involved the goblin. Ever just walk up to an old man on a bench and go, "Tell me more about this goblin"? Well, if the opportunity arises in future, I might.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
Hello.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
Hello, thank you for the raid, Miss Gothic. How are you doing? How is the Legend of Dragoon? So, for everybody joining us, this is the excavation of Hobbs Barrow, which is a point-and-click adventure with a spooky folk horror setting. It's very interesting, and there is a goblin. And I want to find out more about the goblin because he's interesting.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds. Where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you all know.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts. We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
Aha, we found him.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father? Good day, little one. Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ooh.
Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm.
Is this the girl that was said to be the goblin's daughter?
What are you doing out here all alone on the moors? Do you live here?
Nope, for everyone.
Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes? Hey! Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her. If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
Worm with the bow.
That's a peculiar idea.
Worth a try. Jukes.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
Right, let's go to our map. We're back to the village square for the moment. What is it? Why isn't Jonathan waxed so he vibrates? Good question. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I return. Now, how is everybody since I was away? I hope you've been getting on okay. Fix the fiddle bow. Where will I get animal hair?
Hello there.
Who's this?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted. Ted Cross.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Oh.
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
Ooh.
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see.
As soon as you left, Bear ripped off my leg, says Indigo Moon. Is that accurate? Did a bear rip off your leg? Be truthful now.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay. I do dig the aesthetic to this as Dragon Nexus. It is very nice. Could I get goat hair, I wonder? I know there's fast travel. It's not this way, is it? Oh, it's Worm Man. It's this way to the cottage. At least I think it is. Goat hair, exactly. Hair of the goat. Isn't that right? Oh, what's happening?
Mummy?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Oh.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Oh no. Her father's journals, maybe?
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I'll
stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
The answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
No digging. Brr. Come on. I want to live deliciously.
What a wild-looking thing.
I can't cut him loose. Ah.
Mr. Bryden is...
Now, where would I find animal hair?
I've already taken one.
Still a few worms. Cut some fur off. I don't know if it'll let me get near him. Badger bear. Oh, that's a good idea.
Goat hair is much too coarse to be used for bowstring.
Didn't think it'd even let me try that. Goats love paraffin? What? Technically speaking, earthworms have hair. Let's go into the musician came in on a horse. Ah, of course. I still want to see if I can get badger hair.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
I was very excited to find a badger. Aha.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring. She almost took my head off.
Ooh, how are we going to... Can we give the worm...
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
Knife.
I don't wish to carry her. I could certainly use the knife to cut some hair from her tail, but I'm gonna have to gain her trust unless I want a hoof to the nose.
I will need apples. I wonder is the drug the horse? Yes. Lay the get opium. I'll have to come back. She's not set up shop yet. Opium apples.
Good day.
Hey up.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ha! Well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Does the name Saxknot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Let's talk to this fellow again.
Hello there.
Yes?
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats. But it feels wrong to change it.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try. I don't need to use the filthy lavatories.
Alright, so we need to explore Bewley and the surrounding area. I should be careful to leave no stone unturned. Investigate the local folklore. Excrement.
I certainly don't wish to touch it.
Why not? dig it up with a trowel.
I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
Ah. Nothing down this way, is there? This actually puts me in the mind of Yahtzee.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Excuse me.
I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
Poop. Oh, actually. Nobody
I've
here.
no time for such things.
Let's see, back by the woods again. No, that's heading to the railway station. I should have kept going that way. Ma'am, you're walking around with an earthworm in your pocket. Of course. Why? Do you not have an earthworm in your pocket? Fox! Beep, 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 beep. Resin. Oh, lovely.
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Okay, get it off with a chisel. Hey.
I've collected some waxy resin.
So I put an earthworm in my pocket, which was the style at the time. Absolutely.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Ah, poop. So where else have I not explored? Forest stars are deemed doggo time. Let's go visit the barrow again for a moment. Kiki! Kiki! Do you want a treat? Kiki! You want a treat? Come on then. What's this? Huh? What's this? It's for you. Aww. Come on, it's for you. I think she's took it out now. Do this. Come on. It's for you. There you go. Oh, there you are. What a good girl. There we go. Thorstar. There's a doggo treat for you. Yeah, good girl. Well, doggo treat for Kiki.
I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate. I must gain Mr.
Okay. So where might I have not explored?
What a peculiar name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
Okay. Oh, got an achievement for sitting down there. A moment of reflection. Hang on. Just in case. Attention, Bewley Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. We apologise for the inconvenience caused. Midland Railway.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Okay, don't then. Fine. Excuse me.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Ah, pity.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
Oh.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him...
What else can you tell me about this Sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Bakewell is a real place, says Moanaret. Derbyshire. Is this game set in the area? That area? It is, I believe, north of Derby. We heard a mention of coming to Bewley from London via Derby. It's a nice place, Derby. I've been there before. Let's.
Thank you for your time.
We will speak.
I can't think of anything else.
So who else is worth talking to?
There's nothing else I wish to discuss. Hello,
Miss.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so.
You're right, Commissar Ludfang, originally from Derby.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true. I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
I've nothing I could give the horse. She's not set up stall yet, so I can't get an apple.
I don't wish to lose an eye. I'll have to gain her trust. I don't wish to wake him up. I'd rather not go into...
Right, I don't know what to do now. Maybe I should exhaust all the conversation.
Hello,
Miss...
I've still not been able to... What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villagers to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
Show stuff to Mr. Bryden.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass. I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
Dragon Axis says, can't help but feel this is going to end very wickery. I don't know where this is going.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
Hello, Galaxy Cerberus. How are you doing? Thank you very much for the raid.
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
I was playing the yo-yo only Terraria and it was fun. Ooh, what? Yo-yo only?
I've still not been able to gain permission. Thank you for your...
We will...
Right. Let's show him this.
Look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
Hang on.
No.
What do you say about this worm?
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
Oh. Can't accuse him with the worm.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barra. Take a look.
Oh.
Incredible! A pear!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barra for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you.
Ooh.
I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed. And so did Charles Bryden.
Thanks so much for the subscription, Katie Felladay. It's really appreciated.
He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Oh no, what's happened? What's going to happen? There's a village called Beely near Bakewell. So maybe Bewley owes something to Beely. Now, is the market open? Oi, market day.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him. You are in the employ of Lord Panswick?
Aye, he employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
Goat milk.
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully
Nice.
Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
We've got an inn.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
Gonna have to milk his lordship's creature if you find any at the market. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will. The produce is not mine to take. Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house like?
Aha! Yes, please. I'm rather hungry, or no, thanks. I'm not even going to put it to the chat to do this. I'm saying yes.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
I'm going to need that.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Mutton pies!
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Call in the milking Jonathan. What? No.
Hey, girl. Would you like an apple? She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Ah, poop. Here's me thinking I'd have a nice apple to give. I know it's not nice, but still.
I'm not hungry. Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Let's force the creature to eat rotten food. I don't think so. Map. Let's go to the farm. I want to milk the goat and live deliciously.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission before attempting to milk his goat.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay. Have a bucket. Hint, you've got something that likes to burrow in holes. Oh, fair enough.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
Lovely.
All right, we're doing this.
Goblin.
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head. I'm not going near that thing again.
What? Why not?
I'm not going...
Oh.
I'm not going...
Damn. What can I do? Oh. That's a pity. Think what's happening is you did drugs. I
should ask Mr. Bryden if he could milk the goat for me.
Okay.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
Alright. Visit the witch. We did get a very brief glimpse of the goblin, which is exciting. Oh, what's happening?
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right? Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it? Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway.
There we go.
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
We now come to the only part in the game I had to look up a hint for, says Commissar Lutfang. Let me see if I can muddle through.
Good day.
Yes?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Yes, yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Aha.
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you. Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Okay.
Farewell.
I think I have an idea where to go. Time to spend 10 million hours playing Eldenflower. It was a very obvious thing, something I didn't connect or had forgotten. Shrubbery!
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
There we go. There's one piece. Oh.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
I just fell over. Oh. Is that... Time to cut him again. I don't think we will.
This is where I dug.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's a reverse vampire. Too much blood. Needs to give it away. Let's go back to the square. Can you milk the chickens? No, I don't think you can milk the chickens. It's not something... I don't think that's something that can happen.
I'm not hungry.
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out. Mutton pies!
That does sound nice.
Good day.
Hey up.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
Oh, actually...
Good day.
Hey up.
What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Do it. Milk a chicken. I'm not going to milk a chicken.
The produce is not mine to take. The produce...
Mutton pies!
I can't think of anything else. This looks like elderflower to me.
Ah, there we go.
The box is full of various... The box is full of various... This looks like elderflower to me. I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay.
This looks like.
How do I get it?
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start to know.
Sugar cubes.
Hands off me, sugar.
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off.
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Sugar cube. Excellent. Now.
Here, girl. Eat this. Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Now, where is the knife? There's a knife. I got a knife.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Horsehair. Now, combine the horsehair with the resin. It's working. Ah, it's working.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Bowstring. Fiddle bow.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Aha! So what I was thinking was that I'd have to go up to meet his lordship, what's his pants, and get a sweet off him. Huh. Actually true to life, says handstands on a curve. Animal hair plus resin for violin bows. There we go.
Look what I have for you.
Ooh, we've been hexed.
My head is spinning. What happened? Hello? Where did she go? The girl left her fiddle behind.
You're just gonna steal it?
I'll take it with me in case I see her again.
Oh.
I want to understand what just happened.
Can we fiddle with the chickens?
I do not wish to harass the hen.
I'm trying to think. What is that folk metal band that I listened to ages ago? With the guy from Sabat in it. Ah, that's gonna annoy me for a while. I want your herbs.
This looks like elderflower to me.
Okay, but I want it.
I can't think of anything else.
How do Can I trade for something?
I don't wish to get...
No, of course not. Yeah, this is only still some kind of thing. Some things kind of game. Do you have anything new?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I have nothing else to ask for the time.
Can I show him the fiddle?
I'm not sure they would be interested. Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Behrman.
Oh, you have the elderflower. It's the honey thistle you need now.
Mr. Bryden has...
I have...
When?
Tomorrow, but first I need to recruit... It's too...
I say Bewley has its fair share of strap...
Thank you.
I'm looking...
I think we've already heard all of that. Oh yeah, elderflower right here. Ah, I am a goober.
The road disappears over the horizon.
Okay. Thanks for pointing that out, Panda Bibble. I have...
The window box is well out of reach. These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them. Sacks of apples and cabbages. They've all seen better days. He's selling an assortment of greasy meat pies and Scotch eggs.
Scotch eggs.
She looks rather grumpy.
Mutton pies!
The blacksmith is toiling away.
Hope it's not a pixel hunt on the big road area. I don't think so. It doesn't seem a very pixel hunt kind of a game.
They look somewhat like juniper berries.
I've never had juniper berries. I don't know what they taste like. Yeah, where could I find thingamabob? I thought she told us where to pick it. I think you're right. Can you milk the berries? I don't think so. I think she said something about the hedge walls and private gardens. So let's have a let's
Good
have
day.
another ask.
Yes?
Flirtwort.
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you.
Out on moors.
Farewell.
Have you ever had gin? Oh, of course I have. Yeah, I have had gin. Maybe by the Lord's estate. Well, I don't have any... I don't know how to get to the Lord's estate yet. So that was the
I already took some.
elderflower. Then you've had juniper, that's what's in gin. Fair enough. Thirsty buboes? What? Give her the elderflower. That would be a smart idea, but maybe that's the wrong direction.
peculiar name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance,
It's not the mushrooms, is it? Oh. What if it is? That's the wrong way for the mushrooms. Silly me. Oh, hello. Who's this?
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Oh.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
It does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Aha, breaking and entering.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it in the graveyard?
Ah.
Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets
Grave
back,
digging.
pet.
Grave digging and breaking and entering. A double whammy.
I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
My father took part in an excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I agree. Much older, I feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind. Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Where did the church devil stow his key?
In memory of Peter Black. In memory of Millicent Smith. In memory of Henry Crozier. In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
Is it behind door number 1?
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
Oh.
There's a key behind here. This has to be Father Roach's spare.
Not grave robbery, but close.
It's locked.
Oh, of course.
Capital.
There we go. Oh, I like that, the way it pans up.
Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here. I don't wish to disturb it. A small label on the pot reads Flirtwort. This is just what I need.
There we go.
I should put the key back.
Of course.
There. I hope that stays on.
Ho, 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 ho. Desecrating a church. Capital. That's the one I looked for the hint for. As I said, it was an obvious one. I managed to muddle through. Grave robbery is how we earn our keep. Thank you, 8DX man. That's terrible. Oh, Jesus, that's awful.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. No, this is not elderflower. It's cowbane. An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Okay. Can we swap something for something else at the market? Whoa.
This looks like elderflower to me. Good day.
Fresh produce?
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye. Perfect for teas and tinctures.
Any good for sore joints?
Aye. Penny a bunch.
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Sorry, miss. Does it look like I'm running a charity?
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss. No coin, no elderflower. What do you take me for?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
It's okay, that's no good.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Not bad.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Hello, Jane.
Miss.
Okay. Where am I going to get money?
Very impressive.
I can juggle.
Good day. I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is. Don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
I don't wish to give that away.
Oh, we can't show them the... Ah.
Fresh Scotch eggs! Perhaps you'd be more interested in a Scotch egg. Freshly made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
I have no money. How do I...
I have nothing else to ask.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Oh.
Not tempting.
Can we swap?
Oi! Keep your grubby hands off me produce.
Sorry.
I missed my opportunity.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Repeat.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Where did... Ah, there it is. There.
Hello again, little worm.
All right, Kenneth the Second.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Aha! Elderflowers.
I
Hello,
managed to swap
Bulbasaur.
them without her noticing.
Ha ha ha. Now. Oh wow, can you... Hang on. Can you hear that rain? Ooh. What a nice atmosphere. Right.
That's a peculiar idea.
Okay, that doesn't work.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
10.
Thank you so much, Bulbasaur. I'll be back in just a second. Sorry about this. Okay, I return. There we are. Cute dumpster pals. Yep. It's Disco Elysium inspired. Now, I think we can get some goat milk. finally we can live deliciously.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Twitch Force, thank you so much for the subscription. Very kind of you.
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Now we can get an introduction to his lordship.
Choo choo.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Thank you so much, Commissar Ludfang.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Ooh, hype train.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Now. Did they change it from being a hype train to a boost train? Sub gift or cheer to boost this stream. Did they change that? At any rate, give me all of the boost instead of hype. Now I have milk.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't?
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
They made a built-in shout-out command as well.
Come on over. It's not much further.
Oh, interesting. Ah.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Ooh, Boost train thing sends your channel to be seen by more people. The more boost you have, I think you can get front paged. Ah, it's been way too long since I've been on the front page.
Some fine-looking flowers.
Sheep.
I've no time for frolicking with the flock. How very bucolic.
Level 1 unlocks 800 total recommendations. Ooh.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Okay then.
That is well out of my reach. It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps? Miss Fenchurch is a cruel-looking woman, her face set in a permanent scowl. I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Ooh.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse.
It's the
Greetings,
worm
my
man.
lady. Lord James Panswick, at your disposal.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Yes, to be frank.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Definitely not getting
for what
boosted
purpose?
tonight.
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite. For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes?
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Wait!
Did I get Bryden's permission? I did indeed.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks. Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
What kind of cakes? Bakewell puddings.
Thank you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, Mum.
Oh, she doesn't hop over there anymore. That's a pity. This sounds big red flag territory. It does, doesn't it?
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
Bakewell puddings.
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet.
I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley, the most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Oh, how am I going to... I'm going to have to steal one of her puddings. Chisel to the gut.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Nope, we can't.
This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy. That's not mine to interfere with. I don't wish to give... I'm not sure they would be interested.
Ah, freshly dug grave, dig up the body, weekend of Bernie's the corpse in there, and be all like, give it the pudding.
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name Albert Duplancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Trowel.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Ah.
Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. Duplancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Okay then.
Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with angels.
This is the time in a point and click where you need a sheet, a torch, and a good woo voice. Chisel her a better gravestone and then hit her with it. Okay.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Oh.
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippeastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
I think I know where to get one.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Oh, not me crying for Mrs. Duplancy. No, of course not. Panswick Manor has a...
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned. There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum!
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
Alright, to-do list. How am I going to distract her?
Those flowers. May I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
Can I shiver with the chisel?
I don't wish to give that away.
Damn. Things would go so much better in this game if we could just shiv people with a chisel. Actually have a knife.
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
Damn it.
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation.
Hello to Propaganda Elf, how are you doing? How can I, let's see.
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them. Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh,
right,
thank
more
you.
errands.
You're ever so kind, Mum.
Goodbye.
I'd best get back to work.
Busted my shoulder a little, says the Propaganda Elf. Oh no. What's the current agenda? Current agenda is find the milkman. Where could he be? Oh damn, it's getting late. Is he with the badgers? Are they badgering him?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again.
We're stealing flowers so we can bring a tart to a landlord. At least he's giving away his workman's time. The milkman? Yes.
Hello?
Getting Psychonauts 1 flashback. Oh, whoops. I never played Psychonauts.
Good day.
Hey up.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
He's here every market day.
Except this one.
Aye. I haven't seen him today.
Any idea where he might be?
Not in the slightest.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Time for a juicy mutton pie?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I do. Why'd you ask?
Isn't he normally here at the market?
Aye, he's normally 2 pies in by now. Don't know where he is.
Hmm.
I'm sure someone around here must know where he is.
Goodbye.
Let me know if you get hungry now, lass.
Good day.
Care to buy some apples?
Not particularly, but...
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Eddie? Aye.
Have you seen him today?
No. Well, maybe his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ah!
Goodbye.
You know where I am.
Mutton pies!
Oh, hello.
Good day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting. What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you. Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
I'm hungry. I could go for a Scotch egg. This game is hilariously unhinged and adorable at the same time. Good.
There we are.
Oh,
your shells
that
are looking
game.
much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Ooh.
Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece. Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed.
Rats.
I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Right, let's have a look out this way.
There's something ahead on the road.
Aha!
God!
Oh, that's creepy.
Mr. Ambrose! I'm going to help you. The milk is not salvageable.
Cat.
The cart is beyond repair. Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free.
Pilk gang.
He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery, and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself, the devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Good luck, you two.
She leave her broom? Can I steal the broom? I can't steal the broom. Ah. That reminds me of an antagonist from Psychopaths. Yeah, it's my new art installation called Mr. Ambrose. I remember that episode of Psychopaths. Good episode, that. Now, my to-do list is... I'm gonna have to finish up because it's past midnight here. But let's see if we can get the old lady her flower before I finish up. Where are we? Hippastrum.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Now I can take her bakells.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Hang on a second. I was curious if the rain was in the game or was it as well outside? It's been raining really hard here lately. It's the part in between that concerns me the most. That sounds like a good answer.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
All right.
Here they are. Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings. They smell delicious.
Can we have... No, we can't eat them. Alright. I am going to go back to the pub for a moment and save my game because it's getting quite late in the evening here. It's after midnight. So I'm just going to save. There we go. Put in mouth. I can't, unfortunately. Right. I'm going to leave it here. I'll pick it up again tomorrow, which I hope folks will come by for. But until then, let's rate metric seconds. There we go. Good being that metric. Same time tomorrow. Hopefully I won't start so late, but we'll see. I will try my best. That's all I can promise. Good bean by any metric. So I hope everybody's having a good time. Alrighty. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow.